Well, we used to be. It's kind of bullshit, you know. Like we used to. I think everyone goes through this. They really want to try and recreate brilliant material quality of what they hear in music from the past, and so we tried. You know, we've recorded an album onto tape and all that. And then financial restrictions meant that, like with this album, we weren't really able to do that, and we've demoed with stuff that always goes wrong, and you get halfway through all your demos for your next record and something won't start or it's gone blank, and we've just got so sick of it that the guys now, like Toby's particularly kind of fast with a computer now, so we've opted for that.
Yeah, I think we're only old school in the instruments we kind of like to use, just because that's kind of our, you know, that's our style and that's what we like. You know, we like kind of those more beautiful old sounds, old guitars, old amps and things like that. You know,
it's like a beautiful tone, but you know. I mean, that's just the way bands. I mean, it's the same with any band or any art filmmaker. You know, you start off. I mean, that was our first thing we did, and it was created within the limits of obviously our ability, but also the money that we could afford to spend. Like, a lot of it was recorded at home, and also this fucked up old studio that weirdly belonged to the Levellers in Brighton. But I love that record. You know, almost more than the first album. Probably, well, actually, definitely more than the first album. So.
It's been a funny year. We're really busy just as kind of all the new artwork was needed, and also Dan got married, and I think we kind of ran out of time, so we've just had like a few spontaneous photo shoots. Like the group of pictures that has become the album cover was very, very much off the cuff. Like, oh, go on, just hold something in the room, you know, bring like a prop, and it just had like a curious kind of sweetness to it that we thought was just unpretentious and kind of sweet.
I don't think we're accident prone, really. We seem to, I don't know, I said this the other day, we seem to always kind of take the harder route to do things. You know, I think a lot of bands just kind of take the sensible road, and we end up taking the slightly rockier road for some strange reason. So that usually involves not looking after yourself on tour and breaking limbs and losing shit and stuff getting stolen and
booze.
Yeah.
That's usually that's the cause.
We just search out fun a bit too much. Like, you know, are there many bands who people probably think that we're really up our own asses and really moody, and we're not at all. And we did all try moonwalking in a hotel in Las Vegas with our very fun tour manager at the time. And Toby, unfortunately, was the one guy to like get a little bit of a little bit of a sort of slippery shoe on very plush carpet, flying in the air.
Yeah, I think I got slightly ahead of myself.
Yeah, but it was just before that happened. It was one of the funniest moments you could ever hope to have. Was like, you know, people on the road just like, and I broke my foot just because I just got really drunk and I was wearing really nice high-heeled shoes. It's a shame. It's a real shame.
Ollie's broken a lot of hearts, I think, but that's probably about it.
Paul's got such lovely skin, lovely hair. Well, how
studio, we sort of all taking turns to cook, but we did this covers thing a year ago, like this little EP we released, and we all sort of, I think we really upped the ante that week. We really tried to outdo each other every night. And this was,
Yeah.
the cooking got to a pretty high level, didn't it? You know? I mean, Dan is probably the best. But
yeah. He's the like Dan's the kind of guy to remember to like buy a little sprig of rosemary or dill. I don't even know where to put dill. What does dill go with? I don't know.
Dill goes with dough, I think.
Dan is a really good, if you want a recipe, Dan is an amazing big French bouillabaisse, yeah.
So you have to write to him.
Pretty mind blowing if you like seafood.
Didn't you make a really good pilaf? Pilaf. Pilaf here.
Which is a North African, North African Karate Kid inspired dish.